Revolution was when they decided to march on Lexington and Concord and take our guns away. The Patriots stood up to the British Empire and their Tories that they were trying to bring to power in the United States. Well, even when the British left, we have faced this all along. And don't think this, we are the patriots. There are still people who don't believe what Thomas Jefferson said, which our rights to control our lives, our rights have been granted to us by God, of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness were rights granted by God, and that all of us have, yes, the right to have a government that has only the power that we have consented to give to the government. The Tories never believed in that. We still have those people who would like to destroy our freedom from within. Maybe they believe it's going to create a better world. But these are the same type of people that didn't want the American Revolution in the first place. So it's up to us now. All in our country's history, the patriots have stepped forward. But let us note this. Most people think that the patriots won the American Revolution, and what a wonderful thing. It was the Americans defeated the British Army. That's not it. That wasn't it at all. The fact is, you had 20% of the American population who were patriots. You had 20% who were Tories. And the rest of those people were waiting to see who was going to win. Now, you have to decide which side you're on. And unfortunately, what we have come to the point that our freedoms have been so eroded that now we have to face these same choices. And they're tough, because we have people who, they have good hearts, supposedly, and they're going to take away our guns so everyone will be better off. Well, I'm afraid we all know what's going to happen. What they want, disarming honest people is not a way to bring a more peaceful country about in the United States. Disarming the good people of our country will do nothing but create more havoc and more bloodshed than what we have today. And so we, the patriots, have to stand up for what the Second Amendment of the Constitution guarantees. It is your right to keep and bear arms. It is your right to defend your family. And yet we have people who are afraid to stand up and toe the line. They're afraid to stand up because they're waiting to see what side the rest of the people are going to be on. No, if freedom is to survive, all of us who consider ourselves patriots need to stand up today. And we have an enormous battle going on in Washington. You know what it is. You know there are people who, we kept our freedom by this much. And I'm not saying that our President Donald Trump is a perfect guy. He's got a personality, I'll tell you, we all know that. But you don't have to agree with this man's personality to believe in the principles that he is trying to implement. And today, the patriots need to rise up. And whether it's against radical environmentalists, and by the way, something that we all need to remember about the American Revolution. One of the things that really sparked the American Revolution is when King George decided that he was going to what? He was going to reclaim those powers of the British throne over the colonies. And one of those was about trees, by the way. Any tree that would cut down, that was owned by the royal family, or he could give it to these noblemen that had big tracts of land that they owned. But also, if you shot a deer, or killed a duck, or took any other game, that all belonged to the British royalty. That was what the King George proclaimed. And at points like that is when more and more people stepped forward and said, no way, we are going to be a free people. And that's what the Declaration of Independence was all about. And And that's what our Constitution with its Bill of Rights is all about. So today, we're in jeopardy. We were close, we almost lost it all. But we can reclaim it now. We've got to be strong. We've got to stand up for what we believe in, and especially we need to stand up for the Second Amendment of our Constitution, which permits honest people to have the right to defend their own families. Thank you all for letting me be a congressman in this area. God bless all of you for standing up to that. It gives me some hope. You know, when you make tough stands like that, you would be surprised at what they're trying to throw at you next. So thank you all very much. God bless you. Have a wonderful. By the way, I want to congratulate whoever got the menu. That lasagna was terrific.
Thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the chance